Ladies and gentlemen, the NBA is back! Wow, wow, wow! Jason Tatum with the game-winning three over Giannis, and Giannis misses a free throw. Oh, right at the end. That was crazy. That was crazy. I would love to see this game. I would love to see these two teams face it off in the Eastern Conference playoffs once again, if we get it this year. But my gosh, this game was fantastic. This game was sensational. You saw so many... let's just start with the buzzer beater there at the end by Jason Tatum. My gosh. Okay, that was fantastic. I mean, we know Jason Tatum can make some big shots. I remember that it was the second week of last season that he hit a big shot to beat the Knicks. And then here, once again, he does it. He banks it in over Giannis to win the game and give Boston a huge win going forward on an emotional night. They pull it off. I'm in such shock that he did it again. He did it again. Another big shot from this just unbelievably clutch player. A superstar. I mean, I feel like we can already, if he's not a superstar already, we can start claiming that again after a performance like this, after a night like this. The final score, I'll try to show the video for you guys in just a second here if we can pull it up. But Jason Tatum tonight, 12 for 28, 30 points, 6 threes, including the big one right at the end. And he overshadowed a great performance from Jaylen Brown, who had 33 points. So there was all of that in this game here tonight. You had those two guys delivering 33 for Brown, 30 for Tatum. That's what I love about Boston. They're so deep. Boston is just so deep. Okay. All right, here it is. So, all right, we're gonna show you here the 3-point just for a second. It's probably not gonna be the best quality, but you're probably gonna want to. If you haven't gotten a chance to see it yet, here it is. There's Tatum right there. 5, 4, 3, 2, right over Giannis. The bank is open, and hopefully that will not result in a copyright, but that is what led to this victory here tonight for the Milwaukee. But I don't know if you guys have any. I don't know if you guys are commenting right now, but if you're not, then I'll try to figure it out. But yeah, the 3-pointer there by Tatum, so huge. You had Giannis there late. It was a weird game for Giannis because Giannis at first he was like, I was really disappointed early on that Giannis was not getting these that Giannis was not attempting more and not making more threes, because that was the thing we talked about all season long, was that can Giannis step up? Can he improve his 3-point game? Can he improve it? We know that he's great in the post, but once they figure it out, once you figure him out in the post, like, okay, then that's it. He's just in there. So we were wondering, could he improve his 3-point game? And early on in this game, he didn't. But then late, he started to get some shots off. What did he end up with? Was he 3 for 7? He was 3 for 8 from 3. Ended up with 35 points, 13 for 26. Damn, I know, right? Jeesh. Wow, how did Giannis miss at the end? Good game, absolutely, Pacey. How did Giannis miss? And then, so yeah, you had all those things. You had the late surge that he had, and then they foul Giannis. He makes the first free throw, and I was sitting there going, I think he's going to miss. For some reason, I had a feeling in my head that he was going to miss the second one. And he did. It hits the front rim. The Bucks lose. The internet, it's kind of turned on Giannis here. I feel like social media has really turned on Giannis here at the beginning of his, here at this point in his career. We spent the first couple seasons, the last season, and the 2018 season, I feel like we mostly spent saying, this guy is amazing. This guy is he's the next face of the league. How awesome he was. And we talked about that over and over, and again, it was well deserved. Again, how just dominant he was in the post, just how ferocious a big man he was, and how we'd never seen anything quite like him. But then last year, around the playoffs, people started to turn on him, and it went from Giannis is great to, okay, Giannis can't win in a big spot. And we saw it in the Miami series where they were able to stop him and they were able to shut him down. And this is yet another mark in people who want to criticize Giannis. It's another thing I hear, that in a big spot, in a big moment, trying to tie the game up against Boston, and he hits the front of the rim. So that was something. Also, I got to point out, I said last night that TNT's announcing the way that they have the guys in a booth, and that it's 3 seconds before it actually happens, or that the announcers call it 3 seconds after it happens, is annoying, and that it was going to come back to bite us in a buzzer beater, and it happened here. Tatum made the 3, and it took like 3 seconds for the announcer to go, oh, he hits it. It was so annoying. Right, Frankie? Wow, Giannis blew it. Giannis did blow it. And it's disappointing. It's disappointing because I've really liked watching this guy play. And it's disappointing that once again, he fails in a big spot. It's just like, how many times now are we going to see this? But again, I know it's early on in the season. Maybe he'll get to turn around late, but it's just a pattern here. And again, ruining what was a great performance out of him for most of this game. Oh gosh, TNT's got AEW on. I'm gonna watch AEW here. I'm gonna put on Sting. Oh, is that Jericho? Okay, well, whatever. But it's disappointing here that we saw another bad performance from Giannis. And look, I really don't have any. I'm trying to see if there's any nitpicks from this game tonight. Milwaukee actually shot better than Boston from the field. It was just that the advantage that Boston had was the three. Milwaukee was 14 for 35 from three. That's 40%. Boston attempted 5 more threes and made 4 more threes. So they were 18 for 40, 45% from three. And that's what led here to the Boston win and barely winning in that game. Also, Jeff Teague, nice addition. It seems like already 19 points, 7 for 15 from the field, 4 for 4 from three. Most importantly, so that was huge there. To have the Teague addition, the Jeff Teague addition, maybe big here for Boston. And again, I mean, Marcus Smart didn't have a great night, but I feel like he'll be back. 38 minutes, he was up for 3. I feel like he'll be back. It was just a bad night for him. And again, Boston has so many other guys. Milwaukee actually, I mean, Chris Middleton tonight for 27 points, 10 for 20 from the field. Drew Holiday, 25 points, 10 for 16 from the field. DiVincenzo, 15 points. So there were good performances tonight for Milwaukee. It just got overshadowed in a great Boston win. And that's going to be the key here, that people are going to... Again, as good as Milwaukee was tonight, Giannis already is practicing choking for the playoffs. Yeah, again, I know there's gonna be a lot of people getting on about that. Yeah, this is the first big choke job here for Giannis at this point in the season. Obviously, it's the first game. Wondering, is this gonna happen more in the season? Because that is the big concern right now in Milwaukee. Is can Giannis shoot more from the? Can Giannis shoot better on the outside game? And we saw him hit a couple big threes. And can Giannis close? Can you count on Giannis to win a big? To win a big game? And so far, yet again, here's a meme from zero to hero. Yeah, I guess so. But yeah, Tyler Hero, I guess. But yeah, again, from zero to hero. I mean, tonight Tatum wasn't really a zero tonight, but he did become. He was a hero once again. He's such a clutch player. Again, the bank. Oh, the bank is open. Okay, that was fantastic. This whole game was good. Again, I'm looking at the reactions here on Twitter. Jason Tatum had 30 points in a game winner. He just said on TNT that he played terrible. I mean, and we've seen the progression of Jason Tatum. We saw it last year. We saw it before he went into the bubble. We saw it during the bubble. We see it here. Jason Tatum, if he's not a superstar, he's on the precipice of it. Again, that bank three-pointer there, just fantastic. He's really been such a great player here for Boston. And he'll probably continue to evolve this year. And if there's a reason why Boston gets into the playoffs, if there's a reason why Boston is going to make it into the playoffs, or not playoffs, but if there's a reason why Boston is a legitimate finals contender this year, it's because of Tatum. It's because of him, and it's because of the other guys on Team Brown, all that. It's just a great team. It's just a really awesome team that Boston has going for them there. So good job out of them on this win as they barely beat Milwaukee here. Final score 122-121. Boston 1-0 on the season. Milwaukee 1-1. Again, the biggest scorer tonight for Milwaukee, Chris Middleton, 27 points, 14. Chris Middleton, 27 points, 14 rebounds, 8 assists. Jaylen Brown, 33 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Those, again, the two biggest scores tonight for both teams. Disappointing there, but with Giannis with the missed free throw there. Giannis definitely needs work on his free throws. Yeah. Again, in that moment, yeah, at the time we just sit there and that's the kind of free throw that after everybody leaves, you just sit there in the dark when all the lights are turned down. And you go back out there and you practice all your free throws. But again, and we should all know this. We blame Giannis for stuff, but a game never comes down to one play. We all know this. There are many other plays in this game. There are many other missed shots that could have led to that. The game never comes down to one play. And it is easy to say if Giannis makes that free throw, the Bucks win. But honestly, we don't know that because if Giannis makes the free throw, it goes to overtime probably, and who knows who wins that one? Does Boston capitalize on that? I don't know. But something to think about there. But yeah, for Giannis there, that is just such a punch in the gut. It's such a punch in the gut to what he's been doing all season long. So disappointing there. That was a lucky shot. I mean, we can sit there and talk about was that lucky. At the end of the day, he got it. At the end of the day, he hit it. I mean, it's not ideal to hit a shot on the backboard. Usually you want to try to get into the rim, swish. But sometimes the craziest shots go in. Bucks even outscored Boston by 16 points in the fourth quarter. So yeah, maybe Milwaukee would have beaten Boston because Milwaukee would have had the advantage there from they've been playing better in the fourth quarter. But we'll never know. You can't blame Giannis. He had a lot of pressure on him. He does, and he has more pressure this year. 2018, at the beginning of last season, everybody was like, okay, Giannis couldn't do no wrong. Giannis was loved by everybody. now there's all this pressure on him. Now he's got the Supermax. Now that we know he's not leaving Milwaukee, which I was actually happy that he signed that contract. It's good that somebody like this, that a superstar like this, wants to say in Milwaukee, but not a major city. Giannis did have a great game today, 34 times. He always has great games. It's just, can he do it in a big spot? It's kind of like what I've been saying about Paul George. Giannis is better than Paul George, by the way. But, they're great players. We know they can be great in the regular season. Can they be big in a big spot? Can you count on them to win a game? And that was not a game where you could count on Giannis there at the end. Even though up until that point, Giannis had been hitting a couple of nice shots there. I think Giannis went on like a 9-0 run from Milwaukee. He did airball a 3, which was brutal. It's all right. Anyway, we have the win in the bag versus the Warriors. Yeah, probably. We'll see. I guess that game's Christmas, I believe. So that'll be fun to see. I don't know what Golden State's. I expect Golden State to be better, though. I don't think Golden State's going to remain this bad. I think, just looking at it, with somebody like Steph Curry on your team, and he's the best player on the team far away, I can't imagine that they're going to be this bad for this long. I expect that their offense is going to improve some heading into for the remainder of the season. But it's not. They're not going to get 10 first title, I don't think. But I expect them to get better here. But I don't know if it'll start tomorrow or Christmas, but we'll see how it goes there. And then for Milwaukee, all right, try to win at least against Golden State and try to get to 1-1. But man, this was fun. This was a fun, enjoyable game. If you're the best player on the team, you all pressure and have to be clutch and perform regardless. Because if you can't, Giannis is nothing more than a Greek DeRozan. That's unfair. That's unfair to Giannis. Giannis is better than DeRozan. Come on, Giannis is like a top 5 player in the league. Giannis might be the best player in the league. I'm trying to. It's either him or LeBron at this point. I'd probably give the edge to LeBron. We'll see again how the rest of the season goes around, but Giannis is the best player. Giannis is probably the second best player. On 2K, if you want the 2K ratings, it's LeBron, Giannis, Kawhi, Harden, and Anthony Davis. Where is Jayson Tatum on this list, and is he going to end up? Is he going to end up? Jayson Tatum is the 9th best front court. Jayson Tatum's a 90 right now, which makes him. Jayson Tatum is like 13th right now. He's gonna rise by the end of the year. I think he'll at least be in the top 10, and then we'll see how it all goes from there. But yeah, Giannis is way better than DeRozan, and Tatum will have a much better. Yeah, Tatum's gonna elevate this year. But man, that was again yesterday. It was nice having basketball back, but the games were kind of disappointing. They weren't close. This was everything I wanted: close, clutch, exciting. Yes, Giannis is miles clear of DeRozan, but he needs to be clutch in the big moments. And yeah, that's what we've been saying, and that's what people are going to be saying here. And again, I would imagine, looking at social media right now, there's going to be a lot of criticism towards Giannis. And I don't want to talk too much about Giannis because this is also a Jayson Tatum stan show. Again, somebody like that, somebody who can score 30 points in a game and hit a game winner and say he was terrible. Again, the duo there of Tatum and Brown really was so important in this game. And yeah, just Boston, man. Boston did good. Oh. Stop. Okay. I was wondering, I was hearing something from my phone, and then apparently it was a timer. So there's a timer in my phone. I don't know what I said, but Brad Stevens, Tatum's a good offensive player. Oh, no duh. Also, it was so nice tonight, seeing the Celtics banners down. That was kind of cool to see. That was in tribute to Tommy Heinsohn, I believe. I'm terrible at pronouncing names, but yeah, to pay tribute to Tommy, the Celtics lowered their banners, which I'm like, why haven't the Celtics done that before? And then I realized, oh yeah, there's nobody in the stands. They can do that. But it was cool seeing the Celtics banners there to honor Tommy, who's been a part of every Celtics championship in one way or another. I'm only saying this because I'm salty that we lost to the Pelicans. The Pelicans. Oh yeah. Sorry about that, man. And that'll happen. That'll happen sometimes. Sometimes you will lose games to the Pelicans. At least it's Giannis. And he's a dominant player. Even though he wasn't the top scorer tonight, it was Brandon Ingram. So yeah, 113, 199. Also, the Knicks lost to the Pacers because I hate myself because I hate this darn Knicks team. RJ Barrett, though, it was great seeing RJ Barrett have a fantastic night, 26 points. But the Knicks are now 0-1, and this will be the first of many losses here tonight for the New York Knicks. This was everything we wanted: a close, clutch, great game, exciting, drama, and hopefully what would be a playoff preview. We saw these teams go at it in the playoffs a couple times, and the first time it was fun, the second time it wasn't. 2018 it was fun, 2019 it was not. And they didn't meet up in the playoffs this year. We thought they may, but the Celtics moved on. The Bucks lost to the Heat. So this could be another Eastern Conference semifinals or Eastern Conference Finals preview, and I'd like to see more of it if those are the games we're going to get between those two teams there. But overall, an exciting game. We got headlined by the JAYSON Tatum 3 there at the end, which was just fantastic. Again, you can argue it was a clutch shot or not. Regardless, he made it. You could sit there and talk about, you're not backward. Bottom line is he got it in. He got it in, and again, the TNT announcing ruined it because it was 3 seconds behind. Were you actually expecting the Knicks to win? No, but once the Knicks had a nice lead on Indiana there early in the second quarter, I'm like, wow, they might pull this off because I'm a moron. And I was going to do a whole Knicks video thing, but yeah, not that. I'm also in a bad mood because Rutgers blew like a 16-point lead today to Ohio State, so I'm already just... Rutgers had a 16-point lead, and they lost by like 20. I don't know how that happened. Tatum, God. Amen. He is becoming a god. I don't know if you're referring that to me. If that is true, if you want to call me that, but if you're upset about the game, I understand that too. Again, I understand Bucks fans here just being like, darn it. Like, come on, you had that right there. And the Tatum 3 there was just... Wish we had like a highlight package here. I mean, I guess they've already come out on YouTube, but yeah, I wish we had a highlight package to show like clips from the game. Yeah, Milwaukee had the lead early in the first quarter. Boston came back at a nice late run in the second quarter. Brown was definitely a part of that. And then Boston was excellent in the third. And I'm like, oh, Boston's going to blow them out of the building. But then Milwaukee had so many huge shots in the fourth quarter and won the game. I'm sorry. And then Boston hit the big shot late. That's what I'm going to say. Milwaukee outscored Boston 37-21 in the fourth quarter. And I was like, you thought Milwaukee was going to pull it off. Giannis had a nice run there. But yeah. Just a nice little basket there by Boston there at the end to win it. By JAYSON Tatum to pull this out. I'm still in shock. I wasn't even planning on doing a live show. I was gonna do like a tape thing, and then this game got crazy. And I'm like, all right, I gotta react to this. I gotta get this live. Who do you think will be the #1 seed in each conference? I've thought about it. I've thought about it. I'm going to go with the Lakers right now, even though I'm not confident about that after the way they played last night, because I don't know if LeBron's going to have the stamina to go 72 games. He's probably going to take a lot of games off. But I'm going to take the Lakers for now. And then in the East, you know what? I'm buying the Nets. Especially after this game, I'm buying the Nets. Lakers, Nets. Let's go. And then they meet up in the finals. Brooklyn, LA finals. Let's go. Love to see that as wrestling appears here in the background. I have no idea what's going on. Who's winning? Who cares? Alright, that was nice. So, man, this is a thing. Oh, gosh. I'm so glad we have NBA back. Even though it was also kind of a weird day with the Thunder and Rockets having their game postponed. So that, leaves a little bit like, oh, gosh. Like, we're already having these problems in the NBA with COVID. That it's night 2 and we already have these problems. But, you should do NBA season predictions. I thought about it, but I didn't know if I could go in-depth like other people could. So I just decided, no, I'm not going to do it. I ended up backing away and decided I wasn't going to do it. Which, fine. There's other people that did NBA season predictions, and their videos are probably way better than mine. So, way better than mine would have been. So, alright. It's all fine. But, oh, gosh. Oh, I love it. Love it. Love the NBA is back. Love the NBA is back and give us a finish like this. Again, if you want I was gonna do the biggest moment of the game, but yeah, we all saw it there late. Again, after Boston missed the shot there, I was like, okay, Milwaukee might. I'm trying to remember what the final play of the game was. Because near the end of the game, it looked like Milwaukee had the ball, like a 1-point lead with 30 seconds left, and then Boston called the timeout. Oh gosh, why did I click that button? All right, so Bucks Celtics here. So play-by-play, looking here for the end of this game, like the finality of this game, and where it all went wrong here for Milwaukee, and where it went right for Boston. San Antonio, by the way, just won 131-119. Minnesota's up 5 right now over Detroit. I was actually praying, can we get a game winner buzzer beater already? And night 2, we got it. So 2 minutes ago, it's 115. Middleton makes the 2 free throws. Jaylen Brown dives in for the layup, makes it 117. Giannis misses a shot. Tatum with a 2-pointer, 119-117. Drew Holiday comes back, hits a 3, makes it 120-119. Then Tatum misses the layup. So yeah, there was 50 seconds left. I'm sorry, then Boston got the ball back. Theus missed the three. And then Lopez got the shot. Middleton, and let's get Wayne Middleton. Middleton had a shot to kind of end this game. Middleton missed a 16-footer. Boston gets the ball back. Timeout. And then after a Giannis foul, timeout, and then Jaylen Brown with the three. Makes it 122-120. And that was all it needed. So, yeah, Milwaukee had a chance to end this game, and they couldn't do it. Happy that JAYSON Tatum hit that three. He's helped me in fantasy basketball. Max, first of all, it's been a while. Good to see you. And second, yeah, I can imagine that. I can imagine that you were probably enjoying that. You were like, yes. Oh, big time shot there. Nets do be looking good, unfortunately. Oh, of course. I mean, that was about as dominant of a performance as we've seen from the Nets in years. That was the most exciting quarter of Nets basketball. The first quarter of that game, the most exciting quarter of Nets basketball since maybe 2003. Just the excitement. Like, everybody going crazy for that game. Like, wow. Like, look at how great this Nets team is. They have KD. They have Kyrie. Look at how dominant they are. And for every Nets fan, there was just this utter joy. And as somebody who watched the Nets so many times back when they were at East Rutherford, there was just utter joy for me. That, like, wow, look at this Nets team. Look at them go. And they are looking like definitely at least a conference finals team, and maybe even an NBA finals team. I mean, look, the Nets. The Nets at least have to get into the conference finals. It's conference finals minimum this year, and then after that, I don't know. At least get into the conference finals, and after that, if you don't make it to the finals, it's fine. You'll get it next year, maybe. Harden getting canceled, yeah. James Harden, what are you doing? Just again, if you're the Rockets, get rid of him, trade him. He's not worth it. Nets are good, and no one goes to their games. Well, no one goes to any games right now. Yeah. Finally, the Nets are good, and no one's being able to go to the game. So I guess there's a little bit of irony there. Again, finally, you have all these fans here, and nothing. Which, again, it was bound to happen. I guess it wasn't bound to happen. All these, but because I remember Tony Schiavone interviews staying. Oh, I don't care. But remember at the, I don't know. I'm trying to think here. What else? I was trying to think. I had a point. I lost it. That was my sarcasm. Yeah. Again, I can't read sarcasm. I don't understand sarcasm very well. So yeah, I'm a moron, as you guys see many times here on this show. So yeah, I just didn't understand it. Harden should come to Toronto. We'll make him polite. I don't want Harden to come to the Nets. I especially don't want James Harden to come to the Nets. I think that is a nightmare situation there. That is a nightmare scenario, James Harden coming to the Nets. Seriously though, without the pandemic, there'd be 15 people at that game. No, without the pandemic, it'd still be a full. It'd be a full crowd at that Nets Warriors game because people like the Nets, or people would be excited about the Nets. Of course, Kyrie's crazy, but Kyrie's also a great player. So is KD. These guys are great players. These are household names. Kyrie's a household name. KD's a household name. People would be there. People would be excited for Brooklyn. Jay-Z would probably be there. So. Yeah, they'd all be there, you know it, but whatever. Oh man! Again, to get a finish like that, on night 2, it makes it all. I'm a Celtics fan. Let's go. What's up, all Boston sports fan? Yeah, let's go indeed. That was such a huge shot by Tatum and Brown, those two together working perfectly tonight. And again, especially Tatum there with that 3 at the end. I didn't know if he was gonna make it, but. I'm like, this is probably going to rim out. But then it just hit off the backboard, just swish. Surely in a 35,000 arena, you could have like 1,000 fans. Absolutely, you'd have at least 1,000. Jay-Z is Illuminati. Illuminati confirmed. Jay-Z is one of our greatest rappers. But you all knew that. It's pretty obvious. I'm trying to use Jay-Z in some videos, but unfortunately that hasn't happened yet. Yeah, I can imagine if you're a Boston fan, after coming so close last year, losing to Toronto. No, not Toronto. Listen to was it Heat? I forgot already. Was it Heat Celtics? It was Heat. No, yeah, it was Heat Celtics because the Celtics beat the Raptors after being so close last year, so close to getting to that NBA Finals. This was at least a nice step forward in the right direction here to pull off this big win this late. Teague also had a great game with JT and JB. Yeah, Tatum, Brown, Teague. Yeah, I also mentioned that Teague seems like a nice addition. He hit those nice threes there. He looked like he really fits in well with this Boston team. Danny Ainge. I've always liked Danny Ainge. So it looks like he's did his job yet again this offseason. You think Giannis will get the MVP again? I'm leaning towards no. I actually think Luka's gonna get it. Again, it's early on. Who knows? But if I had to guess right now, I'd probably say Luka. I don't know if they're gonna give it to somebody 3 years in a row right now. It's hard to win 3 MVPs in a row. So. It's just difficult. Alright, Sting's here, apparently. Oh, gosh. Sting's got that intro where the lights go down. Oh, gosh. So scary. Love your work, bro. Thank you, all Boston sports fan. I appreciate that. And thank you, Yimmy, Max, all you guys out there in the comments, and the guys that came beforehand. We're probably gonna be on for another 5 minutes, and then after that, because I've said everything I wanted to say about this game, and I do want to get. You know what? I should change the channel because wrestling's on, so sorry, I just can't. Is Sting in a fight? Sting is like 55. He's got gray hair. Please don't fight Sting. But yeah, we're also getting ready because we're gonna have a reaction. We're not gonna do a live show, but we are gonna do a reaction to Celtics, not Celtics, Suns and Mavericks. We're gonna have a reaction after that game, so check back then. Regular season Giannis is overpowered though. He is, but are we gonna give it to him 3 times in a row? I don't know. I feel like if we had a full regular season last year, I feel like LeBron would have gotten it. I feel like LeBron would have caught up to Giannis, but not yet. Of course, the regular season got shut down. That went to Giannis. I don't know. I feel like it might be Luka's time. This is probably the greatest reaction YouTuber. Thank you. Wow. That's awesome. I really appreciate the love there. But you know, again, for Boston to pull this out, nice. And again, while I watch my Knicks just die against Indiana, we see a great team like Boston. All these elite scorers, all these elite players on here, and a team again certainly on the rise. We saw it last year, and rising here once again. And they're looking great. They're looking fantastic right now. And this is probably again the first step towards. Who knows what we could see from Boston this year, but this is a nice first step here. Great first game. Boston pulls it out. They win by 1 point over Milwaukee in what was just a thrilling game. Again, the excitement. I'm still loving this, man. Just loving this. Just wow, boom. If it had happened like a half a second later, that would have been like that would have been a buzzer beater. But no, just a game winner, not a buzzer beater, but just a game winner. So, off topic, do you think Stafford to the Patriots would be a good move? I wouldn't be against it. I mean, I want Cam to do well, but if something's not working there. Stafford to the Patriots, if you got him for a year or two, I wouldn't hate that. I would not hate that. Especially looking at, you look at Stafford and you look at how, he's certainly a talented quarterback. He's been on an awful team. But then again, the Patriots are also an awful team. So what am I talking about? The Patriots don't have much talent. Besides, actually, where do they have talent on offense right now? That's why Brady left. I think that's why Brady left, because Brady was like, you know, I'm done with this. So it might just be, you know, it might just be, if Stafford went to the Patriots, it might be more of the same. I mean, it'd be better coached, but I don't know if it'd be a better system right now. Considering, again, everything, it wouldn't be a better, trying to think. Yeah, I don't know. It'd be a better coach team, but it'd still have the same lack of talent that Detroit has, I feel like. Because, one big problem in New England this year has been the lack of talent. So that's been rough. All right, we got about 2 minutes left to go. So I'll just, again, final thoughts if you guys have any questions, and I'll give, again, my final thoughts on this game. To me, going into this game, I didn't know who was going to win. Looked at it both ways here. You know, Milwaukee is better in the regular season. Boston's an up-and-coming team. This game lived up to the hype. It was way better than any game we had last night. Those games were, kind of, over and done with pretty early on. The Nets game especially was over in the first quarter. The Clippers-Lakers were done like 6 minutes ago in the fourth. But these teams go back and forth, all throughout. And then again, that clutch finish there. You thought Milwaukee was going to win, then Jayson Tatum hits a huge three to win it for Boston. And then Giannis gets fouled, misses the free throw. And that's all it needed. That's all we needed there for Boston. And again, we wonder again about, can Giannis get it done in the big spot? Can Giannis get it done in the big game? We've asked that question over and over again, and we ask it once again. I don't know, man. It's just, you just sit there and you go, darn it. Like, eventually, he's got to turn it around in a big spot. But once again, it's just the same old problem. What's up, Derek? Good to see you. You got any questions, because I think we're about to wrap this up, Derek. But if you have anything you want to say, again, I'm sure you were just ecstatic about that Tatum three. That was just beautiful. And right now, in Phoenix, the Mavericks are playing the Suns. Is that a game with people in it? No, I don't see any people in it. So that looks like that's another, because there are a couple games. There's a couple games that are going to have fans in it, but not this one. Frankie, we all like, all I want for Christmas is the Knicks to win. Yes. I want the Knicks to be good. So, yeah, but that's not going to happen this year or next year. It's just another year of the Knicks punting on the season. Yeah, actually, go on. Steve Cohen, buy the Knicks, please. And again, I hate this. Let's call why are they having the announcers call the games remote? Just call it, just have them there. Just get them there. Have them call in the stands. Why are we doing this? It's so awkward and dumb. Gosh, I hate it. I don't know, man. But yeah, just final thoughts again. This game lived up to all the hype. And again, the Tatum 3 there. Once again, we asked questions about Giannis. Can he get it done in a big game? And it's kind of fair considering what we've seen up until this point. But JAYSON Tatum, man, his star just continues to rise, and it rose yet again here tonight. So, that's it for now. We will be back after, not after Bucks Suns. We'll be back after Mavericks Suns. We will not be live, I don't think. Maybe we might be live if it ends up close and clutch and all that. But I'm not planning on doing a live game for Mavericks Suns. But I will have a reaction to it immediately after that game. So check back here for that. And also nothing on Thursday, but we will have a lot of reactions on Christmas for the NFL and the NBA games. So check that out. Thanks for all the great videos to help us get through 2020. Thank you, Yumi, for supporting me. Really appreciate it. Thank you all for watching. See you guys after the Mavericks Sun game. If you're new to this channel and you like what you see, by the way, make sure you subscribe down below for more content just like this every single week. So that's it for now. Congrats to the Celtics on a huge win with JAYSON Tatum, the star, leading them in a huge clutch basket late to give the win to Boston. See you guys. Bye-bye. Take care. Peace.